Hi there, my name is Rob Isbell. I'm from Camillus, New York in the United States. This is my Week 5 peer review assignment for the Introduction to Music Production class on Coursera. This week we're going to take a look at setting up our parametric EQ plugin just like an analog mixing console. So let's get started by opening up our EQ plugin. As you can see, it's your standard parametric EQ. And over here we've got a diagram of an analog mixing console's channel strip. And up here you've got your high pass filter, and then you've got your EQ section down here. So let's get started up top with our high pass filter. And as you can see, it's at 75 hertz with an 18 decibel per octave cut. So we're going to come down to ours, and they call it an LC for low cut, but we know it's a high pass filter. We're going to flip that on, and it's already set to 75 hertz. So down here is our slope, and that's set right now to a 12 decibel per octave cut. So we're going to click on it and take a look. We don't have the 18 decibel per octave cut, but we're going to go ahead and bump it up to the 24 decibel per octave cut. So then starting up here from the top, we have our high, and that's set at 12 kilohertz or 12,000 hertz, and that's a shelving filter. So we're going to come over here to our high filter, turn it on, and it's already set to a shelf. And then here is your frequency. We're just going to bump that up to 12K. And then as you can see, as we move it, it'd be a shelving filter at 12,000 hertz. Next up, we have our high mids. So we're going to come down to our high mid filter on our plugin, flip that on. And as you can see from the diagram, you have a frequency range from 8,000 hertz or 8K all the way down to 400 hertz. So we're kind of already set up for that. We've got a Q of 1, which means that it's a bell curve. We're going to leave that at 1. And then right now it's set to 5K, but that allows us to switch between that 8K and 400 hertz range. Next up, we have our low mids. So we're going to come over to our low mid filter, turn that on. And again, we're in the similar situation with the high mid filter, and that it's already kind of set up for what we need, and that the console's asking for a 2,000 hertz range to a 100 hertz range. So we're at 500 hertz, and we can sweep that between that range. And again, we have a Q of 1, so we're kind of all set there. And then finally, we have our low filter, or our low shelf here, being that it's a set frequency. So we're going to come up to our low filter, engage it. And right now it's set to a peaking, which would be a bell curve. So we're going to switch that to a shelf. And then right now it's set at 110 hertz. So we're going to bump that down to the 80 hertz. And there you have it. So now you have your low shelf. So that should do it for setting up our EQ plugin to emulate an analog console's EQ section. So now that we have our EQ set up the way that we want it to emulate an analog mixing console, let's save it as a preset. So to do that, you come up here to your little menu icon, click on it, click Store Preset, and that brings you up an option to type a name. We're going to call this Mixing Console. Click OK, and now you have a preset set up. So next time you need this, you just click on the drop down menu, and there you go, Mixing Console. So again, thanks for watching, and have a good day.